court storming is back in the news because of what happened at Wake Forest. People have strong opinions about this. I have felt for a while it just needs to be removed from the sport. It's undeniably dangerous. It's undeniably unnecessary. I don't think we should have unnecessarily dangerous things connected to college athletics. Where are you on this? You're a lifelong college basketball fan. I know that it looks good on TV. I work for a network that celebrates those types of moments. You do too. But clearly, with Cal Filipowski at Duke, that was a situation where he either is hurt or he could have been hurt seriously. Where do you land in this conversation?
I thought they should have been banned decades ago. I've always hated them. I've never liked them. And whether it's college basketball or even college football, because I've been on the field for multiple celebrations. The Bush Push game in Notre Dame against USC. Those kids stormed the field before the game was over. Then you had to get them off the field, which led to a whole situation before the game was concluded. And I was also at the Kick Six game with Auburn and Alabama. And while to your point, it can look cool, what you're doing is you're putting a whole bunch of non-athletes on a field with athletes or on a court with athletes. And those things should not mix because they don't know what the other's going to do. And if you watch when those kids storm the court, and especially the guy that ran into Filipowski, or even the fan that ran into Caitlin Clark, they're just running and they don't know where they're going. The athletes know where they're trying to get to, but now they don't know how to get there because all these people are in a space that they're not supposed to be. And it just leads to too many possibilities of injuries or altercations. And there's nothing good with either one of those. We've seen it multiple times on football fields where fans have gotten hit, sometimes even punched by players because they were in the wrong place, they said something they weren't supposed to say, or bumped somebody, they felt threatened. Don't have them out there. It's really, really simple. And like these fines that these conferences try to levy against these schools clearly aren't big enough. If they can't stop these kids and these fans from storming the courts and storming the fields, it's just going to lead to more issues. And look, I guess in some regards, Gary, maybe it's good that it appeared as if Caitlin Clark and Filipowski may have been potentially injured in that moment to bring more attention to it, because now you can start talking about liability. When you start throwing liability at schools, things get done real quick. And maybe that is the one thing that needed to happen for these things to never happen again.
That's right. Eventually, this is going to be labeled as a workplace liability, and that'll be when it stops. When lawyers tell 100%. universities, if people go on that court and hurt a player, we are going to get sued. That's when it's going to stop.
Or what if, even if a fan gets hurt on the court because there was water out there or somebody was sweating and they fall and something else. So then now they're going to sue, right? It wasn't a safe environment for fans. That may sound like a stupid lawsuit, but one thing I learned taking law classes in college, you can sue anybody for anything. You don't have to be right.